Reception and Diagnostics Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2. If you would like to thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Are you busy?
Hey, Jeff, I got a few minutes. It's always good to hear
your email.
Oh, good.
Thanks for the encouraging words.
Yeah, no problem, man. You're a rare individual, Jeff.
Well, I've been told that before, but not usually for good reason.
Yep.
You know, unique.
Yeah. Well, my goodness, what a story you got, man. I'm hoping people start waking up to what's going on in our country, and I do pray that somebody takes up your story and publishes in a huge microphone or movie or whatever the case may be, man. Somebody needs to see what's going on, and that Folsom guy and the judge and Mertens, they all need to be held accountable.
Well, and you know what, and Rudy, I got to believe one day they will be.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the Lord works in mysterious ways, and His timing is not ours. You know, His whole point is that He's willing that none should perish, but all should come to repentance. And you know, He's on the case. We just got to know that. And a day unto the Lord is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years a day. So, you know, the time that we spend here on earth is a blip in eternity. You know, so
Amen.
And He has eternal purposes. This life is but a test, Rudy, and this is not the end game. You know, our goal is to make it into the millennial reign of Jesus Christ, where He's gonna rule with a rod of iron.
Amen.
So, right now, the God of this world, Satan's still in charge. You know, I mean, he's allowed to do what he does by the good Lord above. And if you read the book of Job, he said, "Have you considered my servant Job?" And you know, he said, "Everything you can do, but don't kill him." So I got to look at this as a Job moment.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly is a Job moment. That's you got one heck of a situation, and but the Lord did spare your life, brother. And let me ask you this: when I saw that picture of you in your head, there was a hole right in your forehead. Is that where the bullet came out, or did he actually shoot you? Oh, okay. So
no, that's where the bullet came out.
Oh, I see. Wow.
It struck my left temple first.
Gotcha.
And then it just kind of crawled up the side of my head.
Wow. Okay.
Never penetrated the skull.
Incredible, man. Incredible. Definitely the Lord has a plan for you, Jeff.
Well, yeah. You know, and that bullet that came out went through my neck. The doctor said that actually went around my spine.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. And you know, I was thinking, you know, I didn't mean to yell so loud just then, but I just thought of something. I did call the Franklin County Courthouse yesterday, and I asked Ruth, and I recorded the whole thing because Missouri is a one consent party state.
Yeah.
And she said there is no audio of your sentencing hearing. The only thing that's available is the transcripts, which I already have. She just came right out, and I have it recorded, and I put it on YouTube. There is no audio recording of your sentencing hearing, and she didn't give me any option to purchase one, to order one, to go through some process.
Well,
so
you know what? We might want to check with the people who did the transcripts.
Oh, that's a thought. It's Kim Rockledge. Her name's all over that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, you get a chance to get a hold of her because the way they do those transcripts is they either read them into the little voice thing, which I don't remember. You know, typically they put like a cup over their mouth.
Yeah.
And read into that, or they sit there and audio record it to transcribe it later. I got to believe that that the transcriber perhaps has an audio of it.
Yeah, she put her phone number all over that sentencing hearing transcript. She's real proud of what she did, so I can give her a call and see what she says.
Yeah, so I mean, it'd be worth a shot.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a moment to be captured. That's for sure. I tried to get cameras in the courtroom, and they of course, they did nothing for me.
Yeah.
If you go through, there's a transcript somewhere of I had a hearing on April 26th, I think it was, 2013. Because they wanted to take me to trial at the end of the month on 4/30 of 2013. And I didn't have a lawyer, and I wasn't willing to, go to trial without a lawyer. So I hired this lawyer on the 27th or 28th after this hearing. But I laid it all out in that hearing too.
What date was that? What date was that?
I think it's April 26th or 25th.
Okay.
There should be a transcript of that somewhere around. I've got a copy of it here.
Okay. Well, I'll look.
Know.
Yeah, I'll look through the documents that I just got access to. I haven't had the time to go through it in detail, so.
Yeah. And on March 19th, I had a hearing too. And that's where it came out that the governor at the time was the one who initiated the investigation. That's in the transcript too. And that's when I discovered the watch. See, I didn't realize what happened to my watch. When I got out of the hospital October 11th, and then on about the 15th, I went and got my car. And I typically kept that watch in my car wrapped around my gear shifter.
Yeah.
And it wasn't in the car that day. So when I got my discovery, I had the inventory of what they took off me at the hospital. I had my wedding ring on there, and then the watch showed up in the care and custody of the Highway Patrol, but that's what they took off my body there. So that's how I discovered the watch. And I told the judge I believe there was a video of all this. And really, that watch I got for Christmas the last year, and it was hard to figure out, because it comes from China.
Yeah.
So it was another miracle that I even actually got to watch the videotape.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it would, and sometimes I wouldn't. You had to push the button 2 or 3 times to make it record, or I can't remember exactly how it all worked out. But the fact that I got that video is another miracle.
Wow.
And if you notice on the way down, I start the video at one gas station where I was sitting at, and I start the video, and I'm on the phone with Valerie, and she says, I start singing, and she goes, "You better start praying." So I started praying Psalm 34 and Psalm 35 about the angels of the Lord encamp around about them that fear the Lord. And I got out of the car, I'm praising Jesus, and next thing you know, within 13, 14, 15 seconds or whatever it was, I'm shot. So I got a feel that had I not prayed that prayer, had I not been giving glory to the Lord, I wouldn't be here.
Wow. Wow.
That bullet that hit me in the head, the first bullet, the one that hit my temple, should have literally just took my head off.
Yeah.
They shot hollow point bullets at me, Rudy, and I don't know if you know how a hollow point works, but it spreads out.
Oh yeah, It's meant to do maximum damage. It's absolutely shocking. I mean, what was the guy like 6 feet away from you when he shot? I mean.
Oh yeah, he could have tackled me.
Yeah. Insane.
I'm a small guy. I only weigh 150 pounds. So
he wanted to kill you.
But I'm sure they were given the instruction, if you can take him down, take him down.
And you said something about the bullet was found in the dirt, which is more evidence that he shot you from above, which means he was shooting down at you. He wanted to kill you,
Yeah, that last bullet, the one that went through my neck, he says at trial that my whole head was in his sight, and he fired that last bullet, and that bullet ended up in the ground.
Wow. Wow.
And it's all, you ought to see it. It's on the ground, and it's there somewhere. There's pictures that the Franklin County Sheriff Department came out and took of the crime scene, and one of the pictures is the bullet. Altogether, there's probably about 100 pictures. So you got to just kind of look through them.
So he's basically standing over you, and he's doing the coup de grace, like he wants to just make sure you're dead, and he still didn't kill you, even after. Yeah. Incredible, man, incredible, and it's absolutely amazing. Your story, I mean, I pray to God that you get out of there. It was worse, I was telling a friend of mine about this story the other day, Jeff, and He said, it's amazing that you lived. I said, it's not even the half of it that they tried to kill him. That's a story all in itself, Jeff, is that they tried to kill you and you lived. But the worst part of the story is they put you in prison. It's like even after all that, you're the one sitting in prison for 30 years, and they're the ones that should be in prison, you know.
Yeah, you know, if you review all the evidence, my lawyer did such a poor job that he had to do it on, it had to be on purpose.
Yeah.
This man went to Yale. He's not stupid.
Yeah.
You know, and he's not incompetent either. He knew exactly what he was doing. And that's just sad. Of course, you know, my whole career was to expose the lawyers and expose the corrupt police. They all work together.
Yeah.
And,
no, you're right.
You know, I mean, that's what I had done. You know, and it was when I started off to do this back in '96, I think it was, when I started my little paper, August 24th of 1996. It was just basically to get back at my brother for, after my dad died, my brother took more than his fair share from the estate. But once I started telling my stories about how corrupt the court system was, Rudy, then the people started coming to me and saying, hey, I've had the same experience. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and Jeff, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. There's a guy that called me last night, and he wanted me to mail you some articles, and I put them in the mail today. They'll go out when the mailman comes by. But he's saying that all over Missouri, that it's like well recognized. And I found like 4 or 5 articles, Jeff. The ACLU is like suing the state of Missouri because the public defenders are so bad and they're so overloaded, and they only spend like 3 or 4 hours per case, and nobody gets a good representation. And supposedly the state of Missouri is almost in disarray from a judicial perspective because the public defenders are so bad and you know, doing such a poor job and overloaded and everything else. I haven't read the articles myself, but I did print them out, and they're headed to you. Hopefully you'll get them later this week.
Okay. And now this morning I talked to Dennis Hefner.
Okay.
And he was telling me that what they do down there is manage a campground. And he was telling me that one of his campers saw on Fox this morning Governor Greitens, who's the governor now, on there talking about how bad the lawyers were and how he was going to start looking into judicial misconduct and corruption. Now, I haven't seen it yet. Dennis is still looking for a copy of it, but supposedly it was on Fox and Friends this morning. And I know that he spoke out against the trial lawyers. He's not a lawyer. He's a former Navy SEAL, 42, 43 years old, something like that. And this is his first time running a public office. So he might be an ally.
Okay.
So kind of look around on the internet and see if you can find that. It's Greitens, Greitens, I think is how you spell it. But he's the governor here in Missouri. And I don't know if you can get to if he's got a Facebook page or a Twitter account, and perhaps post some stuff about me on his Twitter account.
Okay, this is the governor of Missouri, or he's running for governor?
No, he's now the governor. He ran in November.
Okay.
And no one expected him to win. The attorney general at the time was running against him. And he was a Democrat, and he had millions of dollars. I think they spent like $50 million on this campaign. And no one expected Greitens to win, but he won going away. You know, I mean, I think he had like 54% of the vote. So the guy who ran against him was a guy named Chris Costner, who was the attorney general. And Chris Costner's wife, ex-wife, had contacted me back in August of 2012, telling me what a pervert this guy was, and you know, she spent literally $100,000 trying to keep him from getting the Attorney General's office in 2008. And he was a Republican. He turned Democrat. He was all over the way. But his wife at the time, and they got divorced, I guess, was telling me that this guy ain't right. So, of course, I'm sure she had an agenda. You know, I mean, and whether or not what she said is true. But I find it ironic that I didn't call her. You know, I mean, she found me.
Yeah.
So, of course, I would take my paper to the Capitol in Jefferson City, and also make it available to the different state legislators and stuff. So, you know, I'm sure she got wind of it. Now, Bill Stoller down there in Florida, I think he's been blocked from Greitens' Facebook page, or I don't know exactly.
Okay. Yeah, he's the one who's been doing talk shows on you. He's a real good advocate of yours, no doubt.
Yeah. So anyway, I wanted to call and touch base with you, let you know I got the email. Appreciate all you're doing, Rudy.
Hey, no problem,
right?
Jeff. No problem. If there's any books that we can send you to make the time a little easier, I don't know if you're interested in any particular topic, don't hesitate to let me know. I got an Amazon account, and we'll get you some sort of books if that helps. And let us know, man.
You know what, Rudy? Our time is better spent on other resources right now. I got a library here.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
And I don't really get a chance to read a lot. I did read the Kennel was a great book, very short, you know, and applicable to what we're going through.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm interested in getting that book out as much as I possibly can. I think everybody who's in office, especially the head of the Department of Corrections here in Missouri, along with the House Judiciary, the House Department of Corrections chairman, I think his name is Paul Fitzwater out of Potosi, Missouri, should get a copy of it too, and every member of that committee.
Okay.
So they need the people who control the funding is who I'm after. You know?
Gotcha.
And they're talking about doing the budget, and he's cutting public education, so and so. I'd like to see him cut the Department of Corrections.
Amen.
Well, they spend about between $750 million up to $1 billion a year housing nonviolent people who really don't need to be in prison. They need to be on probation or whatever. 60% of the people in here are for nonviolent crimes.
Yeah. I know it's terrible. It's terrible what's going on.
All right. Well, I'll be in touch.
Okay.
Have a good day.
All right. God bless.
Have you taken that video and posted it anywhere?
Which video is that? There's lots of them.
I guess the transcript is
If anybody wants to see it, if you talk to anybody else, they can go to LoneStar1776.com, and that will take them straight to my YouTube channel. And then on my YouTube channel is a playlist for various political prisoners. You're one of them, and we have a playlist.
Okay.
Right now, your playlist has 24 videos, Jeff, and one of them is me reading that transcript. So, Yep. And one of these days, I'll print off a list of all the videos so you can see the titles of all the videos that we have of you. So,
24 of them, huh?
Yeah. You bet.
All right. Well, you're doing good, Rudy. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, you hang in there too, Jeff.
Welcome with Jeff Weinhaus videos. All right. God bless.
All right. Take care, Jeff.
God bless you, Rudy.
God bless.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
day now. Bye-bye.